We all know dogs are intelligent animals, but have we truly given them enough credit for just how smart they really are? It turns out our furry friends understand far more about us than we ever imagined. From sensing our emotions to anticipating our actions, dogs have an uncanny ability to read us like no other. In this video, we'll dive into 17 surprising things your dog knows about you. Things that will make you look at your canine companion in a whole new light. So, if you're ready to discover how your dog is secretly more insightful than you think, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join us for this eye-opening journey into the mind of man's best friend. 1. Dogs know when you're not paying attention. Have you ever noticed how your dog seems to get a little extra needy when you're distracted? Turns out, they can sense when you're not giving them your full attention. Studies show that dogs experience stress and anxiety when they see their owners showing affection to other pets, which suggests they're keenly aware of their place in the family hierarchy. If you have another furry friend, your dog can tell when they're getting more love and will sometimes demand more from you. It's not just about being spoiled. They're navigating the complex dynamics of your household, constantly tuning into your behavior and emotions. 2. Dogs understand fairness. Just like humans, dogs have a deep sense of fairness. They know when they're being treated unequally, and believe me, they're not afraid to show it. In fact, experiments have shown that dogs can become visibly upset if they receive less of a reward than another dog doing the same task. Imagine working hard for a treat, only to see your canine buddy get a better one. Your dog's not having it. This sense of fairness is another testament to how emotionally in tune dogs are with their owners and their surroundings. They don't just play along with rules. They understand when something's off and react accordingly. 3. Dogs use puppy dog eyes to get what they want. We've all fallen victim to those heart-melting puppy dog eyes, right? But did you know that dogs have actually evolved to use this expression as a strategic tool to win your affection? Research suggests that dogs have developed special muscles around their eyes to create expressions that particularly appeal to humans. It's not just a sad look, it's a learned behavior designed to bond with you and elicit the attention they crave. So, the next time your dog gives you those big, soulful eyes, remember, it's not just a plea for love, it's an evolutionary tactic to get you to drop everything and shower them with affection. 4. Dogs know when you're sick. One of the most incredible abilities dogs have is their sense of smell. It's thousands of times more sensitive than ours. This remarkable sense allows them to detect even the slightest changes in our body chemistry. For example, dogs can sense when we're ill, whether it's something as minor as a headache or as serious as cancer. They can detect changes in our scent due to low blood sugar, migraines, and even the early stages of cancer. There are even organizations like medical detection dogs, where dogs are trained to sniff out cancerous odors in human samples such as breath and urine. So, if your dog keeps sniffing you in a strange way or acting oddly around a specific part of your body, it might just be their way of saying something's not quite right. It's just one more amazing way dogs are connected to us. 5. Dogs can tell when you're coming home. Have you ever wondered how your dog seems to know exactly when you're about to come through the door? It's not just coincidence. They're reading your environment. Dogs can pick up on subtle environmental cues, like the sound of your car pulling into the driveway, or even the familiar bus passing by at a certain time. They've learned to recognize these signals and anticipate your return. But it's not just about hearing. A dog's sense of smell plays a huge role too. With their extraordinary nose, they can distinguish between different times of the day based on scent alone. Morning, afternoon, and evening all smell different to them. So, whether you're 5 minutes or 15 minutes away, your dog is already preparing for your arrival long before you even walk through the door. 6. Dogs know when you're sad or upset. Dogs are not only great companions, they're also incredibly empathetic. They have a remarkable ability to sense when you're feeling down or upset. When you're sad, they pick up on subtle changes in your voice, body language, and even your scent. Studies have shown that dogs tend to approach their owners when they see them in distress, offering comfort through their presence and affection. It's as if they instinctively know when you need a little extra love. Your dog doesn't need words to understand how you're feeling. They can read your emotions and respond with the same kind of compassion you'd expect from a best friend. 7. Dogs know when you don't like someone. It's not just your words and actions your dog picks up on. They can also sense your feelings towards others. If you don't like someone, your dog can tell by your body language, your breathing patterns, and even the pheromones you release when you're around them. Research shows that dogs are highly sensitive to these subtle cues and can easily tell when you're uncomfortable or upset in the presence of a particular person. But it doesn't stop there. Dogs can also hold grudges. Studies have found that if a dog sees someone mistreating their owner, they'll often respond negatively towards that person, showing that their emotional memory and loyalty go hand in hand. 8. Dogs can tell when you're going on a trip. We've all seen it. The sad look in your dog's eyes as you pull out the suitcase or start packing for a trip. It's not just a coincidence. Dogs are incredibly intuitive and can pick up on the smallest of cues that signal your departure. Whether it's the sight of a suitcase being opened, the sound of your shoes being put on, or even the change in your routine, your dog knows something's about to change. They often associate these activities with feelings of separation, which can make them anxious or upset. It's their way of expressing just how much they rely on you and how much they'll miss you when you're gone. 9. Dogs can recognize when you're angry. Have you ever wondered how your dog seems to know exactly when you're upset? It's not magic. It's their incredible ability to read human emotions. Dogs can pick up on even the smallest changes in your facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. When you're angry, your posture changes, your facial muscles tighten, and your voice becomes sharper. Dogs are keenly aware of these cues and can sense when you're feeling irritated or upset. They might retreat, become anxious, or even try to comfort you. It's a clear sign that dogs are emotionally in tune with their owners, and they're quick to pick up on the feelings you may not even realize you're projecting. 10. Dogs understand your intentions. Dogs don't just follow commands, they understand you, often before you even say a word. Through their incredible sensitivity to body language, dogs can tell what you're about to do long before you do it. Whether it's grabbing the leash for a walk or heading toward the door for work, dogs can read the subtle movements and gestures that signal your intentions. Have you ever noticed your dog running to hide when it's bath time? They know what's coming based on your body language and tone, even if you haven't said a word. It's as though they're anticipating your every move, and they've learned to interpret these signals perfectly, understanding your actions and intentions well ahead of time. 11. Dogs can sense fear. Dogs have an uncanny ability to detect when you're afraid. It's not just about your words or actions. They can actually sense the physical changes that occur in your body when you're scared. When you feel fear, your body releases adrenaline, your posture shifts, and your heart rate increases. Dogs have such a keen sense of smell that they can detect these hormonal changes. But it doesn't end there. Dogs often mirror your emotions. If you're feeling anxious or scared, your dog may become nervous or tense too. This emotional connection is part of what makes dogs such incredible companions. They feel what we feel, and they're right there with us, sharing in our moments of fear and anxiety. 12. Dogs know when you're not looking and take advantage of it. Ever walked into a room to find your dog doing something they know they're not supposed to? Dogs are masters of reading the room, especially when they know you're not watching. Studies have shown that when owners leave the room, their dogs will often break the rules, whether it's eating food that was off limits or getting into something they shouldn't. In one famous experiment, researchers placed food in front of dogs and then instructed them not to touch it. As soon as the researchers stepped out of the room, the dogs couldn't resist and devoured the treat. It's a clear sign that dogs know exactly when you're looking and when you're not, and they'll take full advantage of those moments when they think they can get away with it. 13. Dogs can distinguish between love and hate. Dogs can sense emotional bonds through the release of oxytocin and other cues. They can tell if you're bonded with someone, recognizing love or dislike just from your behavior and energy. 14. Dogs understand what you're saying. Brain scans show that dogs not only understand words, but also the tone of your voice. They can differentiate between positive and negative tones, even if the words themselves are neutral. 15. Dogs know that your baby is weak. Dogs instinctively recognize babies as vulnerable members of the pack. They become protective, but there's a risk if they misinterpret harm and react defensively to protect the baby. 16. Dogs can track your movements. Dogs can track your movements by following your scent trail. They know where you've been based on the smells you leave behind, whether it's a trip to the store or a visit to a friend. 17. Dogs have protective instincts. Dogs become more vigilant when a family member is missing or in danger. Their protective instincts kick in, especially toward children or vulnerable members of the family, keeping a watchful eye on those they care about. And there you have it, 17 surprising things your dog knows about you. From sensing your emotions to anticipating your every move, it's clear that our dogs are far more intelligent and in tune with us than we often realize. Next time you look into your dog's eyes, remember, they know a lot more than you think. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing insights into the world of our furry companions. And as always, share this with your fellow dog lovers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.